Hi everyone, my name is Erica, and today I'm here to share with you an art therapy activity that'll help you overcome your inner critic. So your inner critic is that voice inside of you that tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you're not beautiful enough, not smart enough, whatever it may be. It's all these negative voices that tells you that you are not enough. And maybe these voices are formed in our early childhood experiences where maybe we witnessed some hurtful behavior, or maybe society puts these expectations on us and we just don't think it's ever enough. I know that these voices are really loud in my career. It's really loud in my creative work when I'm painting, telling me that that brushstroke is ugly, or this painting is really ugly, or in my career is always telling me that I will never be successful. And these voices could sabotage the way that we live our life. Maybe it stops us from doing what we really want to do, or saying what we really want to say. Whatever it is, these voices can overpower us and lead us to live a life that is not fulfilling because we're living in a state of fear. And especially as we're coming to the end of the year, I'm finding that these voices are a bit louder for me, because usually at the end of the year you do a year-end review and I'm feeling like maybe I haven't accomplished enough. I haven't done enough in this whole year, and so it's been louder these few weeks as we're coming to the end of the year, and I'm really trying to develop a better relationship with it. It's totally normal to have these voices. The whole point is to not get rid of these voices, because the truth is the inner critic is always going to be there. It's just a matter of overcoming it, developing a relationship, and standing up to that inner critic voice. Not letting it control you, acknowledging that it's there, but also knowing that you don't have to listen to that inner critic voice. So I created this art therapy exercise for you to help you identify who your inner critic is, to help you build a relationship with your inner critic, and not let it control your life. And you're going to need really simple supplies. All you need is a piece of paper and any sort of coloring or drawing materials. So maybe it's some pencil crayons, felt markers, oil pastels, watercolor paints, or acrylic paints. Light a candle or incense before you begin. Create space in your home and take this time for yourself. Begin to tune in to the rhythm of your breath. Place your hands on the paper and start to connect within. Inhale deeply and exhale. Let yourself feel. Keep breathing and feel that with every exhale, you're letting go of more and more. Let yourself be here now. Set your intention for today's practice and say out loud or silently in your heart, I am enough. I love the person that I am. I am trying my best every day. I am worthy of all of my desires. Now identify who your inner critic is. How does this person dress? How are they standing or sitting? How old are they? What do they look like? Don't worry about making it look realistic. Just get it down on paper without any judgment. Add as many details as you can. Now write down 4 statements of what your inner critic says to you. For mine, I wrote, you will never be successful. You can't get anything right. You're such an idiot, and you are so lazy. Now we are going to respond to your inner critic and reframe the statements in a compassionate way. So this is my inner critic, and I had such an interesting time trying to come up with who this inner critic voice is. And I think maybe we have a lot of different inner critics inside, but I know this character is one of them. And what she is, she's probably 16 or 17 years old, and she thinks that everything is stupid. She has a lot of attitude, kind of reminding me maybe of myself when I was that age. thinking that the whole world revolved around me, and I thought everything was just not cool. And so she is holding a whatever sign, and her eyes are rolling to the back of her head because she just thinks that I'm not good enough. She's wearing a tiara because she's kind of a princess. And she's wearing a pink tank top and a denim skirt, which reminds me of maybe something I would have worn when I was a teenager. And she's wearing platform shoes, and she's saying whatever, ugh. And it's really funny. I actually find it comical. When I put her down, I actually didn't realize that she was one of the inner critic voices that exists inside of me. And knowing that she's some 16-year-old girl, I feel like I can overcome her, you know? And so I wrote down the statements, you will never be successful. That's something I always hear a lot. And I reworded it as, I am working every day towards my goal. Acknowledging what she's saying, but also telling her that I'm working hard and I believe that I will be successful. Number 2, I wrote, you can't get anything right. I always think that I'm wrong, you know, when I do things. And so I wrote, I may be wrong sometimes and make mistakes, but I will still keep trying. Just acknowledging that and acknowledging that I will always keep going forward no matter how many mistakes I make in my life. Number 3, I wrote, you're such an idiot. Because I think I have this fear that I'm not smart enough. It's something that's been following me for a lot of my life. And I wrote, I may struggle sometimes, but I am smart, capable, and willing to learn. And the last one is, you are so lazy. And this is a voice that's really loud at me all the times, because I feel like when I'm trying to relax, I feel like I should be doing work, and I feel really guilty all the time. So I wrote, I value my rest and know that it is good for my mental health. Rest is important to me. And so writing all these statements out and reframing it in that mindset, responding to the inner critic, was really helpful to me. And also identifying that she is one of my inner critics is going to be really helpful too, because now when her voice comes up in my head, I can visualize who she is, and I can have a conversation with her. And as I said, she's just one of many. So you could do this exercise over and over again and try to identify all the inner critic characters that exist in your mind. So I really hope that you try this exercise. I really hope that it helps you. And if you want to share with me, I would love to see it. So you can always tag me on Instagram or send me email about it, and we can chat about it. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would be so appreciative if you did that. Lastly, if you're interested, I am offering one-on-one therapeutic art sessions online. So if you want to go a little bit deeper into your creative journey, learn a little bit about yourself, and heal along the way, I am here. So please feel free to reach out. In the meantime, I'm sending you guys all love, and I'll see you next week for another art therapy activity.